He poured everything. He poured everything into being a father.
From all the memories they've shared. Who would have known these tragic, haunting moments would be the last?
I just said, okay, good night. Ahmad, that's the only night that I didn't say I love you. It's the only night. I've said I love you every single night prior to that. It's the only night I didn't say I love you because I thought I would have the very next day.
Her husband, 46-year-old Reed Hance, who was diagnosed with COVID-19 10 days prior, had a fever, a cough. It was more comfortable for him to sleep on the couch that night, and that's where he would struggle to take his last breath.
I went over just to say good morning, and then I put my hand on his arm. When I put my hand on his arm, it was cold. And then when I tried to move his arm, I couldn't move his arm. So then I was like shaking him. I'm Reed, wake up, Reed, wake up. And then it wasn't until I moved his eyelids back and then I saw that he was unresponsive, so then I called 911.
What happened next was a blur, she says, until it was time to speak to her children.
I said, okay, I have something to tell you about Dad. And, right away, I don't know who was it that said it, but he said, is he dead? And I said, yes. My older one, he's 10. And he just collapsed. And he just starts crying. And I think my 8-year-old, he was sad, but I don't think he knew what to do. And he started crying because his brother was crying. And so I said, boys, do you want to come over and do you want to say goodbye? It's not scary. Daddy just looks like he's sleeping. And they both said yes. I said, okay. So I walk them over and he's still there lying peacefully. And they come in and my little guy comes over and he's just like, bye, Dad, I love you. Like, that was it. Like, just, that was okay. My older one, and if I'd known he was going to reach out, I would have stopped it. But, I didn't know what he was going to do. And he went over and he touched him to say goodbye. And then his hand reached back because, of course, he's cold and he's not moving. And now I just... I don't know. I don't know. I gave them the right to say goodbye, and I don't know if that was the right thing to do. And
they had called the province's hotline, but because he did not feel tightness in his chest, Reed Hance did not go to the hospital on the night of April 14th.
I'm getting that. Why didn't he go to the hospital sooner? Why didn't I take him there? Why didn't I do this? I didn't know. I worked with the symptoms that he had and what he was telling me. I don't think anybody knows the real true symptoms of COVID, especially with the variant.
2, 3.
A healthy man, Hance was active, happy, and there was nothing more he loved than spending time with his family.
COVID does not discriminate. It's not just the elderly and the sick and the weak. My husband is only 46 years old. So everybody out there, you think that you're invincible, you're not.